Alright, so today we're going to be going over Pour Me a Drink. The goal of this activity is to educate you on how standard drink sizes are measured in ounces based on the type of alcohol and how much time it takes the body to process a standard drink. You will have the opportunity to practice pouring standard drink sizes for beer, wine, and also liquor. When we talk about a standard drink, we're referring to the amount of alcohol that a person can metabolize in about 1.5 hours, as well as the correct amount of ounces that a drink should be. So a standard drink consists of 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces for wine, and 1.5 ounces for liquor. It's very important to know because each one of these drinks takes about 90 minutes to process out of the body. So if someone doesn't know the standard drink size, they can easily extend the time it takes for the blood alcohol content to return to zero. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need 2 cups for your beer. You're going to need 2 cups for your liquor. And also 2 cups for your wine. And lastly, you're going to need a pitcher filled with water. So first, just to get them thinking, you're going to want to ask them what a standard drink is, and if they know that it's different for both beer, wine, and also hard liquor. So once they get that flowing, you're going to want to ask them to pour what they think a glass of beer looks like. Once you do that, you're going to want to ask them to pour you what a shot looks like. And then lastly, you're going to want to ask them to pour you what a glass of wine looks like to them. So now we can look at the cups with the marked lines. The red line on the top shows where people typically pour, and the bottom blue line shows the correct amount of ounces that equals a standard drink. So once they finish pouring the water into all the cups, you can now grab the water and transfer it to the cups with the lines. So the bottom blue line represents what 12 ounces looks like for beer, and the top line represents where students tend to overpour. Same thing with the shot glass. The blue line represents 1.5 ounces, and the line above it represents where students tend to overpour. Same thing for wine. The blue line represents 5 ounces, and the red line represents where students tend to overpour. So this is really important because there was a study done in Harvard in which they measured drinks poured by students, and they found that typically they overpoured the drinks. So, for example, when they asked people how many beers they had that night, they would say 4 or 5, which usually equated to 4.5 to 5.5. And it's really a problem when it comes to mixed drinks because those, when they were asked how many drinks they had, some responded 4 or 5 drinks, but really they were possibly drinking 7.5 to 9.5 drinks because of how much they were overpouring. And we know that it takes 90 minutes to process one drink out of our body, so you can imagine how long it takes to process all those. So that's Pour Me a Drink. I hope you learned something valuable, and if you did, pass it on with your colleagues because at the end of the day, being informed may save your life.